9 years ago, this man acted as accomplice to the attack on Mother Base. He then provided support to Skullface. Conspiring with Eli, he repaired Sahelanthropus in secret. His research materials caused the leak at the quarantine facility, which in turn caused the Walbachia mutation, letting the parasites off their chains. We lost a lot of good men. He also stands accused of murdering one of his own family, hiding the body.
I haven't killed anyone. The rest is all wrong too. The inspection was supposed to help everyone. I sacrificed myself for my companions just as much as any of you. Why won't you believe me?
The prosecution calls a witness. Strangelove's gravestone, haunted by her phantom.
It's just a machine.
Huey! Damn it, Huey! Open it now! Please! Let me out! Kill me!
It recorded it all. Everything. Everything you did living together.
How could a machine?
You forced your own son into the cockpit of a Metal Gear, a test subject.
How?
His mother had to hide him away, and for that you locked her in that coffin.
No! She did it herself! It was suicide! And even if I did, what right do you have?
There's more. We have you to tell us everything you've done, everything you've thought, all this time. 9 years ago, you agreed to the inspection in return for Cypher's guarantee that you'd be spared.
I thought it was real!
We've reviewed into everything else that's happened since you arrived here.
Please.
Guilty! All counts. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! We exist outside the law. What should we do, boss? Just give the order. We'll handle the rest.
Prepare a life raft. Big enough for one. Food and water, too.
Boss,
He's leaving.
He's responsible for all of this! Think of all the men! He didn't lose a damn thing! This is the enemy! And he's here on his knees!
Us? You are right, he is not one of us. But we are not responsible to judge an enemy. He leaves Mother Base, and that'll be the end of it.
Touch me! I'm innocent! You're the murderers! Snake! You should be in this boat! There'd have been no inspection if it weren't for your precious nuke! I risked my life trying to save you all! How can you do this? Am I the only sane one here? It's not my fault!
Look, you can't discard your phantoms forever, Doctor.
Son of a bitch will make it, you know. I can see it now. In no time, he'll be telling tales about the black-hearted Diamond Dogs. The Shining White Knight, blabbering on about our injustice, hiding behind his fool's idea of morality. And all the other fools will stand around, nodding with every word he says.
No. One day he'll see through the lies he's built up, realize what kind of man he really is. What goes around comes around. You can't run from yourself forever.
Boss, maybe you realize by now, but there's no other way to say it. Quiet's gone. She pulled her camo stunt and stowed away on a departing chopper. After pinpointing which she took, we figured out her destination. Afghanistan. Get after her. Only you can do this.
Boss, I told you this would happen. I wish I could say good riddance. But Quiet knows too much about us. We can't just leave her out there. Remember what you told me when she first got here. One of these days, we're gonna have to kill her. When the time comes, I'll pull the trigger. I'd say that time has come.
The R&D team's going to take over Emmerich's work. He may be gone, but it won't affect us one bit. We'll be able to deliver whatever you need just like before. You can depend on that. One other thing. I'm tracking his whereabouts. Nothing to report at the moment, though.
Let it go. He's gone. The guy's gone.
I know. I just want to be sure. Not like I'm losing sleep over this son of a bitch.
Open this thing! Huey! Damn it, Huey! Open it now! Please! Let me out! Kill me. Kill me!
If only I'd tried to get out sooner. Perhaps I'd have made it. Why didn't I stop the hatch from closing? Even if it meant losing an arm. distant. You can hear me, can't I? know you can. You're recording all deep down. Some duplicating it, burying it under. Anyway, I can say what needs to be. I can still do that much. Talk to you, even if I can't. Even if there's a heaven. I signed up even now. His plan leeching away. And it took yours to make it up. Using you. I got the world once and for all. Zero, or whoever they found after the Caribbean. They made simulate so that even after the body, that will would keep. I had no choice. Dredge Largo could hold up your phantom, forced me to revive and modify you. I thought I could bring you, but in the end, I sold. Now this part is just one big husk. Your phantoms. As for me, I could never now. But at least his father's me. His child. Can you imagine? No wonder how you were you jealous. I knew if I could pass your one to a child, my G, your me, a father. Irrelevant. If I did that, that child would be. I've been afraid. Baseless theory. Of course, I couldn't see the false you. I only wanted to pass your will. Zero. And now I haven't. I've lost. Oh, how can you? The mother who couldn't. The one who let. There's still you. The one he took away. He'll never break the will to make the way you saw. I buried just to be sure. Inside of you there is an end. When they crack it, there'll be nothing left. The world you envision will. Show me how you will do. Please take care. How ever shape your system, the framework for your world. You don't. You just need us both of us. I'm here. I think I hear your pulse.
It appears I was looking at things wrong.
What do you mean?
All of you. Until now, I had thought of your organization, Diamond Dogs, as a superorganism.
You'll have to explain that one.
The term refers to a unit of eusocial while made up of many individuals. They behave as the close ties you share.
Well, the boss's efforts do
I was not finished. You come from all walks of life, many races and tongues, complementing each other, influencing each.
Of course. We have no use.
Is that so? Then perhaps an organization like yours.
Meaning?
Most organisms adapt to their environment. Take the cow, its rumen, the first stomach. Contains an incredible number of bacteria, which digest the food it has consumed. Without their help, the cow could not break down the fiber. The cow has to outsource its means of survival to.
You don't say.
Man is the same. Some 100 trillion bacteria live inside the human intestines, and it does not stop there. The stomach, the mouth, the same is true of parasites. In fact, the human immune system, without them, the immune system can run amok, and even...
This is all very interesting, but what does it have to...
A harmonious superorganism is made up not of a group, but of diverse individuals. That is what I... Then it occurred to me that man's phenotype is not, some say, if you mapped the genomes of all back, the result would be over 100 times the sum of man's genome, and those of the creates the super.
Well, now that's quite a...
You think so?
If our world were a human body, you make a living by doing the dirty work. From their perspective, you are like, but without you, pus would build up around the world, and the world needs you.
Thank goodness.
Skullface forced me to turn parasites into weapons. Creatures with which we are supposed to coexist. Meanwhile, that foundation I worked with focused solely on the human genome, apparently thinking that manipulating it with both ways are mistakes. I am Dine by speaking with those living inside me. Such was the original purpose of my research.
Well, it's an honor. You can travel the world, but you won't find another. The whole world was like this base. Maybe that's what the boss wanted in the end.
I want to thank you, Code Talker. Your pinpointing the cause of the vocal cord parasite's mutation enabled us to purge an enemy from Mother Base.
You mean that scientist?
Yeah, I was convinced he'd betrayed us, but I was wrong. He was never on our side to begin with, so ultimately there was no traitor among us. And yet I made everyone distrustful with my talk of spies, the end result being men turning on each other in the laboratory.
You must not blame yourself. They were all infected with the mutated strain. The outcome would have been the same.
You know, we defeated Skullface, but it didn't lessen our pain. It's a pain we'll never be rid of. I see that now, but I thought I could burn it away. In the end, all I burned was our own men.
Infectious diseases, parasites. Without such foreign enemies, developing allergies and autoimmune diseases. The same is true of organizations.
You're right.
But I do not deserve to rebuke my desire to retaliate against the English language. Had it not been for that, we both allowed revenge to...
Sahelanthropus will unleash that thirst unto the future.
There is no choice but to live. Whatever we do, we must not allow that thirst for revenge